Okay, now the anti-bark mode can be turned on and off by pushing the torch button, holding down the beep button, and you get a blue light right there by the microphone. That means it is now in anti-bark mode or automatic mode, which means that anytime the dog barks, it will be receiving a correction. Now the ET9898 has an intelligent anti-bark feature, which means that as soon as the dog barks, it's not going to go right into shocking him. It's going to warn him first with the beep. If the dog barks more, it's going to vibrate. If the dog barks more or aggressively, then it's going to get shocked. As the dog tones down, then the receiver will back off in its corrections. Correction for the anti-bark can be issued falsely by one of several reasons. It could be if you have the anti-bark on, if you're going to be using the anti-bark, then you don't want to have another collar on with your dog, because a collar banging against this receiver, a choker chain or tags or another collar, can create a false correction. The other thing would be if your dog scratches too much. If your dog scratches this box, then it could issue a false correction. Then your dog will, and that's with all anti-bark collars will do that, and the dog will just learn not to activate it. If he flops down hard on the tile or hardwood floor, it might activate it. Bangs it going through the door to the house or to his pen, it might activate it. And all these things can be changed with the dog's behavior because it will learn. If the receiver, this receiver, is in the auto bark mode with the blue light on by the microphone, and it's just laying around on the counter, it could be activated by the slamming of the door or bumping the receiver or dropping the receiver, and that would be because the sensor is right here between the prongs, and if the dog's wearing it, then it's pretty much covered with fur and it's not going to get any outside stimulus from sound. So that would cause that would be one reason why this receiver might falsely correct, and it's nothing to worry about. I'm just bringing this up to you so that you know why sometimes it might do that. Okay, again, to turn off and turn on auto mode, you hold down the torch button and then push the beep button right here at the same time. Okay, so we programmed this for one dog. Now anytime we hold these buttons down, if we hold it down, hold the shock button, it'll deliver a shock. Hold the vibrate, it'll deliver a vibration, or hold the beep. We can use a compound correction, which will correct the dog with all three of them. If we want any of these off, then we just turn the thumb wheel to 0 and push the button. So if you never want a shock to be admitted or issued to your dog, turn it to 0, turn it to shock, and then what will happen is when you push the compound correction, you will get no shock. You will get the beeps, the vibrate, but no shock. We turn it back on to level 1, shock, push the compound, we get a shock with the beep and the vibrate. So that's how to program it. Now let's go ahead and program for second dog. We'll toggle down to second dog. We'll turn, see we have auto bark on. Let's turn auto bark off. Hold the torch, push this button, it turns off. We're done with this one. So now we're going to use this one. And as you can see, this one's plugged in, fully charged. We have the blue and the red. This will be receiver number 2. We'll unplug it. The lights are off. Dog 2's ready to go. Push the compound button. Oh, I'm sorry. we'll hold this button. We gotta turn it on first. We'll hold this button here on the receiver for up to 20 seconds till we get a solid red light and a beep. We push the compound button right here and it'll match. 2 beeps. The red light will go off and now the blue light will flash. The blue light will flash every now and then, showing that it's matched and it has a charge. So let's go ahead and program shock for 1, vibrate for 1, beep for 1, and compound correction. Okay, beep, vibrate, and shock. Okay, now if we want to correct both dogs, we can hold the compound button down, toggle to both dogs, push the compound button, and both dogs are corrected according to the program. You can see, you can hear the beeps, you can see them vibrating across the table, and you can see the shock. Okay. If we only want to correct dog 1, we hold the compound button down to dog 1. Only dog 1. Toggle to dog 2. Oops. Not with the torch button, with the compound button. Toggle to dog 2. Correct it. Dog 2. Toggle to dog 1. Through both dogs. And the compound button. Okay, that should cover the proper usage of the ET9898 dog training collar. Thank you very much.